In the world of Marvel Snap combo decks, there has been a sleeping giant that has recently gotten woken up by one of my viewers and our community members. And that deck is Zombie Galacti, which has been altered by Bryantts. It now uses Martyr as a really cheap, really strong card to enable us to get draws off our Adam Warlock and to enable our Viv Visions. Besides that, the rest of the deck probably looks really similar to you if you've been around for long enough. It's a fairly evergreen deck. You could play it in majority of metas, and it really only struggles when things like Cosmo and Juggernaut decks come around a lot, but at the time of filming this, the common tech cards now are Shadow King and are Mobius and are Killmonger. You're not super weak to Killmonger, and you're very much able to dodge a Mobius or a Shadow King, although Mobius can do you dirty if you don't see your Superior Spider-Man or your Magik, which definitely can happen. But, like I said, you have added Adam Warlock draw consistency, especially being able to back it up with a Martyr, so that's not the biggest issue in the world. But enough talking about the deck overview, let's jump into a card-by-card breakdown to help you pilot it. First up is Majestic Wingbeat. This card is here pretty much exclusively to hit your Zombie Galacti. It brings it down to 6 costs, so you're able to play it out when you don't get a Magik or any of your other energy cheating solutions, and it also gives it a +2 buff, which gets multiplied throughout all the other cards that you have played throughout the rest of the game. That's a bit of an exaggeration, just the Galacti marked ones, but you know what I meant. A good backup target for the Majestic Wingbeat could be your Maverick, although you don't get access to the energy discount part of this card. You do get to double harness the effectiveness of its buff, especially when your Maverick is not marked by Zombie Galacti. It stays buffed by Majestic Wingbeat, and you get to pass that on to your Galacti on the last turn of the game. Nico Minoru is the ultimate utility card in a deck like this. Not only is she here for the very potent draw 2 that's extremely strong in this deck, but she could also give buffs to your Maverick or to your Zombie Galacti. She can give buffs to Superior Spider-Man on turn 3 to enable your ramp. Or she can rug pull your own Limbo, which is a crazy play that can happen, which will guaranteed shock your opponents. It could also just be a good location change tool for you if there are any bad ones that come up. She's just the ultimate toolbox. You're able to float her a lot and play her as flexibly as possible. I didn't even mention the copy spell. You can copy stuff like Majestic Wingbeat or stuff like your Maverick or stuff like your Viv or Gwenpool or Martyr. There's a lot that you could do. Do note that if you do copy a Galacti marked card, the copy will not apply the Galacti mark. So you be able to play the second one out and it will not turn into a Galacti at the end of the game. Martyr is here for 3 reasons. She's taking America Chavez's spot, so although you lose out a little bit on the buff potential, that's pretty inconsistent. You really need it to hit Maverick or your Galacti for it to be super impactful. And instead, what we're trading is a bigger body on the same cost that helps enable us get extra draws from Adam Warlock or extra Viv Vision buff procs. Viv Vision buffs can be doubled when you have a Maverick and a Galacti in hand, because each one hits your Maverick and then later will go on to your Galacti. Ideally, this card is marked and we get to get rid of her downside, but when she's not marked, oftentimes if we're able to get the buffs that we want and the draws that we want, we're just big enough in every lane that her ability does not matter at all. Adam Warlock is our consistency piece. We are playing him exclusively to draw cards. That's about it. He's really good when he gets marked by Zombie Galacti, and he additionally can enable you Superior Spider-Man ramp, going a 2-drop on turn 2 and then a 3-drop on turn 3. Surge is another consistency piece. She is here to allow you to play out all your cards. Being a Zombie Galacti deck, you don't want to be stuck with marked cards in hand. Surge helps you mitigate that and just get things out on the board. She also enables Superior Spider-Man. She gives buffs to Maverick. She gives buffs to Zombie Galacti, and she makes your curve fit better. You can do stuff like a turn 4 Gwenpool plus Wingbeat when you've already thinned out your hand a lot and you only have, like, say 2 targets in, with one being a zombie Galacti, or even she could be the reason you're able to play your zombie Galacti with getting a discount onto him. Forge has 2 main uses, which you would not be surprised to hear. One is to give his buff to Maverick. The other is to give his buff to Galacti. He's one of the cards that you're probably holding on to towards the end of the game, setting him up the turn before you Galacti or the turn on your Galacti. On some rare edge cases, you can use him to buff your Superior Spider-Man to enable that energy ramp. Magik is another consistency piece. She is a draw enabler and an energy ramper, so not only do you get to see an extra card when you have a limbo on the board, but you also get to have 7 energy to play out that Galacti naturally. As always, I play a lot of Magik decks, so I know you've heard this spiel a lot if you are a regular viewer, but she's very counterable. A lot of her counters are telegraphed, so you do get to know a little bit ahead of time. Say they play a Merlin down or a Nocturne down, or you just know what 12 cards that they're running in their deck. Really, the only things that are going to be absolutely scamming you is stuff like Legion. So when you suspect someone's on a Legion deck, do be a little bit more wary to hit that retreat button early, but not all games do you need the limbo to do what you want to do. Sometimes on high rolls you could have a Magik down and you could have Superior Spider-Man ramp, or you hit a Wingbeat onto your Galacti and you're able to play out your Galacti on turn 6 and still transform a bunch of cards even when you suspect you're going to get rug pulled. So do be aware when you can make that play, stay in the game, and steal some extra cubes for yourself. Maverick is just like the GOAT in this deck. Not only is he able to capture buffs and hold on to the power if he is not marked, but he passes them all on to Galacti, which really frees up like the ordering you need to do things. Like I mentioned earlier, you want to forge your Galacti normally, but you could forge a Maverick and just delay it and do it later. Say you want to play a Gwenpool out, but you don't have a Galacti in hand. Well, if it hits Maverick, it's the same thing. So this guy's just kind of the bridge that really glues this whole list together. Superior Spider-Man is our ramp card of choice. We are a buff deck. We have a lot of green power that we're putting out onto the board. And this green power we get to harness and turn into extra energy. This extra energy, similar to Surge, allows us to get more bodies onto the board that are marked by Galacti, allows us to shrink that hand to where we can get a Galacti into the left location for a Wingbeat, or we can keep it small to maximize our chances of Gwenpool, giving the buff to the card that we want. And finally, we just get to play out our Galacti on turn 6 when we are not limboing. Viv Vision is actually really strong in this deck. When you get to do a Viv plus a Martyr and lock down a location early, you just get to get buffs after buffs after buffs. Everything you're playing is buffed. Your Symbiote Spider-Man's enabled, your Mavericks are bigger, your Adam Warlock lanes are larger, your unmarked cards all are more impactful, and of course, every buff on Maverick or Galacti is going to make your entire board exponentially bigger and exponentially bigger. And same can be said about Gwenpool. She's here to buff Zombie Galacti or Maverick. That's all you want to do with her. And she just raises the ceiling by a whole lot. There's a lot of high roll games where you get hit up to a 20 power Galacti. And I think you're probably sick of me saying this guy's name. This is what the deck's built around. This is your sole goal when you are playing it. Although lists like this have been around for a while, I think this one is probably the most synergistic feeling that I've played or experienced with yet, and the most resilient to enemy tech. Not only do you have ramp enablers that make you less reliant on limbo, but you also have big cards to back up your Viv Vision and your Adam Warlock to give your deck even more juice where you need it. Hopefully you guys found that insightful. This deck is honestly one similar to Old Tribunal before it got nerfed, where in most metas and in most situations you could just play this and it will be perfectly fine, if not really good. So keep it in your back pocket, don't forget about it, and if you have to play against it, say you don't even enjoy playing it yourself, hopefully you now understand it a little bit better and what beats it. But with all that said, thank you guys for watching this far into the video. I would like to mention that Bryantts actually won a Season Pass / PAX giveaway that I ran over through my Discord and through Rorum's Discord. So if you want in either of those, comment join and I will send you a link. Actually, do let me know which one you want in. I can give you a link to both or a link to just mine or just his. So do let me know. And also be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. But enough's been said. Thank you all for watching again, and I will see you guys into the next one. Alright, here we are into game number 1 with our Zombie Galacti list. Parker Industries comes down. Kinda interesting. I'm not necessarily great, but we do get to get our Viv Vision out early, playing it into the right lane because that is where our opponent is least likely to contest. So, perfect. We're going to get the buffs. We're going to play Superior Spider-Man down, and we're going to begin ramping. Beautiful. Draw 2 is so tempting as well. I honestly think I might take it just because we are a Zombie Galacti deck. We care very deeply about getting extra draw. Unfortunately, we destroy one of our Galacti targets. Maybe should have done it the other way around so we could destroy the Magik, but I don't think it'll be the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, and it comes down, so we're going to continue drawing. Ironheart coming down, gonna buff up that lane even more. It's gonna be very hard for the opponent to contest there. Here's even more buffs. We are going to drop down just a Superior Spider-Man into a Magik and an Adam Warlock, and this is like one of those games where you probably should be snapping. Looks like we're going against the popular Surfer deck, which Asteroid M is going to mess up, so I think I'm going to leave it. And in this case, I'm actually going to do a Adam Warlock, a Martyr, both middle, and then I'm going to Magik the X Mansion. I mean, particular reason why I'm putting it there, but I'm going to drop down a Magik instead, and we are going to play next turn Wingbeat, Gwenpool, and whatever we top deck, whether that is Maverick or Forge. Hopefully, it's Maverick. Beautiful, up to 24 power in that lane. They do get an extra card duplicated. Don't know what it is quite yet. Storm comes down, it's not their Storm. We do get that Maverick, and we're going to draw into the Forge. So, beautiful. Now this turn we could play a Maverick, a Gwenpool, and a Majestic Wingbeat, and we are just doing some absolutely silly things. Next turn we're going to be able to play Forge and Galacti, activate the Maverick onto the Galacti. He's just going to be absolutely giant. We're extremely favored to win this game. There we go. Maverick can't move. Gwenpool also not going to be able to move. Unfortunately, we only get one hit onto our Galacti, but that's frankly going to be good enough. Interesting. So did they duplicate Agony with the Scawny and then Maverick? I want to click on it to see. Oh, that's lucky. Their Wolverine hit the Maverick. Wolverine plus Agony plus Storm. Oh, it got Storm buffed in hand. I see. So we don't really know what they... Oh, never mind. Here's what they duplicated. They're going to be dropping down another Wolverine and another Wolverine. We're going to play out a Forge. Do we play it right? Our Galacti is going to be, what? +5, 16 points, which will put us at 32, 38. Yeah, I think we do that. And then it's just where do we want the actual Galacti to go. So over here again, this lane will go to 32 plus the 13. I think we're going to be perfectly fine to just drop it in the middle lane, and we should go just entirely over the top of this very tall Surfer deck. I think their final turn is going to be Wolverine. I don't know, what do they have more energy for? They could do like a Captain Carter somewhere, which would win them a lane. The Wolverine got twice discounted, so this one was 2 cost. So they have a 3 cost one and a 2 cost one. That's 5 energy. They only have 2 more. They don't have any energy cheat, so likely can't play anything else. They kind of awkward amount. Oh, I think they might have like quit. I don't know. We'll watch the final turn play out. We'll take our 2 cubes. They could have DC'd as well, which would be quite unfortunate. But yeah, it's going to be hard to beat 32, 45, and 43 from the Zombie Galacti deck. All right, straight into game number 2. We're going against Herndon 93 question mark. We get their Maverick, which is kind of nice. Nico destroy 2 into a Forge, which is also very nice. Probably going to play out a Superior Spider-Man on turn 3. I'd have to imagine it will enable us to get ramp. Ooh, although we also kind of capture this Forge buff with a Maverick that we then could put into another Maverick. That won't really matter though. Like, we can't double dip on the Maverick buffs because one of them is marked, I suppose is what I'm attempting to say. So we want the actual buff to be on this guy. Aw, that's unfortunate. Good what it got rid of though. We're gonna play to start filling up that location. Ooh, actually, here, wait. We're gonna do this. This is cooking. You'll see what I'm plotting. All right, we both go Mavericks. I'm gonna go Wingbeat into Viv. I really hope to draw a Magik here. I don't expect them to have location change, and I could really use the extra power. All right, they're gonna get that Captain Carter back, which is going to be absolutely giant. It's gonna be pretty hard for us to win a lane, but our zombie Galacti, assuming we get one, is going to be absolutely giant. Yeah, we don't get to Gwenpool or anything, but we get to do this. Now we have a 12 power Maverick, and then we could do something like a double discount on the Surge, which would make our zombie Galacti cost 5. Then we get to play a Martyr and a Galacti. Mother Scawny twice over is extremely terrifying. It really sucks for us that we didn't see Magik this game, because we would have been able to cheat crazy card with the setup that we just put down. But regardless, we are going to be doing some ridiculous things with this 22 power zombie Galacti. So that in itself puts this lane up. 22 plus 12 is 34. Unless they're running Surfer, we win that lane. And then it's just, can we win a secondary lane? So I'm going to put a Martyr over on the left, and I'm going to do that. And we contest all 3 lanes here. Very, very strong. Wolverine comes down, and a Grand Master comes down, and that should be enough for us to take home the W. Oh, I also can't count. I think I said 22 instead of 19, but regardless, there's an easy W for us. Man, I swear, every video we play against Antonio, which is super funny. Always a good sport, though. I'll do the Spider-Man point. You just can't make that up. Natural limbo is very perfect. We're gonna actually, hold on, we could actually force the game to always go into a limbo by playing out a Magik in the right lane, which is super funny. We'll see if it's beneficial for us, because we might want to leave it. Oh, never mind, we don't get to force a limbo. We could force a draw too, but I don't really like that. Instead, I'm actually going to get rid of Mirror Dimension, because I really don't want it to become Crimson Cosmos. That would likely lock me out of playing this game, which would be very bad. Madam Web coming down middle. I expect there will be a Cosmo following up in that lane, but that's to be determined. Sweet, we get a Viv Vision or a Superior Spider-Man, but we don't have anything buffed, so I believe I'm going to drop the Viv down, and I hope he moves the shield right, but I'm not entirely confident. Yes, sweet. I was gonna say I'm not 100% sure where it's actually going to go, but that's good for us. Lindley comes down. We're fine with that. We're not trying to contest the left lane right now. We're just trying to secure some Viv Vision buffs, which we do get. And now we could play out something like a Superior Spider-Man, a Majestic Wingbeat, and a Nico Minoru, which will allow me to next turn play a Maverick and a Gwenpool. Ideally, we get to draw our zombie Galacti. Would be quite lovely. Thing, that's a little scary. Honestly, I don't know what I wanted to hit. Probably not Superior Spider-Man. Hit anything else, please. 8. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have stayed silent, although that's perfectly fine. Gwenpool has no good hits in hand right now, so we are going to buff up this Maverick. I assume this Batroc will be moving away, in which case he will have 18 points. We're not winning that lane still, so we're going to play down the Adam Warlock in the mid lane to give us the best chance of getting the extra draw, although we probably aren't getting it. Yeah, Chomper is going to be quite large, and a Cosmo, which we are perfectly fine with. We don't care about Cosmo, really. But we're too short on points to get a draw. Our Viv Vision moves, which sends their Batroc over, and we do get the zombie Galacti. So now it's just a question of 1, can they guess where we're going to play it and Cosmo us? 2, are we even tall enough to cope stay in this game? Zombie Galacti is going to go up to 12 power, which will put my mid lane to 31, my left lane to 15, and my right lane to 12, but it could go up to 24. So if the opponent is reading us correctly, they will move Cosmo left and win. If they do anything else, I think we should win, although do note they are a Juggernaut deck. So I think it is the wisest choice to leave, but for 2 cubes, I will roll the dice. If this is you at home, leave this match. I'm going to get read like a book. He's going to either Cosmo me here, or he's going to Juggernaut me, and it's probably going to go into the Cosmo lane. Yeah, Cosmoed, like I imagined. Did he seriously not play a single card? That's such a baller play. But I respect it. There was no way for me to win that match if he read me correctly, and he did. Oh, Sinister London, turn 1 snap. I really wonder what that could be, but I will happily take double Viv Visions, double Gwenpools. I have a Magik in my hand to extend the game. We're probably going to run out the Viv Vision first to start building up buffs. He's going to have 2 different lanes to contest at all times. Yeah, I'm going to get double value out of these buffs, assuming we get them, and they're going on to our Maverick. This is odd. I think actually if he draws a demon, the Shadowlands Daredevil will get buffed. Oh, it doesn't. Our Viv flipped first, I suppose. Never mind. Our Viv just checks before we draw. That's actually really nice. We're going to play out a... Do we do double Superior Spider-Man? Probably not. Probably just single, but our Vivs are going to move around a whole lot. I think that's fine. I think we do single Superior. We probably magic away the Mojo World and then play down a Surge. We want to filter our hand down before we make the Gwenpool play, is what I'm thinking. One Viv moves, the other one gets buffed. We are going to drop a Magik, and we could do Maverick, or we could do Surge. We're probably going to do Surge. Surge will put our Majestic Wingbeat to 0. It will put a Nico Minoru to 0, a Martyr to 0, an Atom to 1. It's going to be quite nice for us. Starbrand, I think we're not very scared of this deck. Even though they're way winning on points right now, we're going to have some crazy potential to catch up with double Gwenpools and double Mavericks and possibly a double Majestic Wingbeat. Fingers crossed. I would actually love that. We get Nico Transform Demon, which we probably will play out now. We'll go Maverick, Gwenpool, and we will play the Nico for good measure. Yeah, I think this is quite fine. Actually, Nico, I'll hold off on Nico. Second thought. She would turn either one of these cards into not a zombie Galacti, which is really bad. So we're going to hold off on it. We're just going to hope we get good Gwenpool hits. Instead of a 50, it will be a 30%, but we already have 5 power Mavericks, which is quite nice. 3 on Forge, wow. Okay, nice. Didn't get a single hit on the zombie Galacti. We clog up the Sinister London, which is terrible, but we still get to play out our entire hand, which is quite nice. So let's see, over here, yeah, we're going to get 2 zombie Galactis in every single lane. Oh, never mind, I lied. We don't get to play out our whole hand. Yeah, we can't even do the Forge into the Galacti. That's okay, though. We'll do Martyr. We will do Zombie Galacti, which will be a 20 power investment. 10, 18, so we're going to go up to 36, 41, 45. That's very, very visible. And then over on the right lane, we'll go up to a similar amount. We'll be up by 1, actually. In the middle will be the smallest, but we are going to stay anyways. 3 cards come down. It is a Scar, it is a Red Skull, and probably a Techno-Organic Virus. Yes, it is. Ooh, they might be just bigger than us. We'll see. And all that comes down to is not getting a singular... If we lose, all it comes down to is the fact that we didn't get a singular Gwenpool proc. Look at that. If we get 1 Gwenpool proc out of 6 on 3 cards in hand, we win that game. That's just how unlucky we got. We had 3 cards in hand, missed all 6 chances. Next up, we are against bot_Jow. Rank 76, dang. They're doing pretty good for themselves. Altar of Death is interesting. Like, me wants to do a Surge there. Then we get to do like a Viv Vision plus Atom Warlock type deal on the following turn. Or we could just Atom now. I think I'm going to do... Yeah, am I counting that right? Extra 2 energy. Yeah. Mirage, so what? They get an Atom Warlock themselves. Which hopefully they don't contest the Wakanda, because that's where I think I'm going to be playing it. Atom, Viv. 2-drop Magik is really cool. I can get rid of the Altar of Death because this is likely a Grandmaster deck, and we have no way to get in, or we can get rid of the Danger Room alternatively. It just bit them, but it also can bite us. But regardless, we're going to get our Atom Draw and then a Viv Vision to go off. Beautiful. Martyr's going to back up that lane and make it really hard for them to contest. And that lane is now safe from any Gambit shenanigans. So honestly, with the stand we're looking at, I'm kind of going to give up the Altar of Death, say they could have it. A bit risky, but we're just going to keep back buffing this Viv Atom lane. That's why Martyr's so good in this deck. You wouldn't think it because she has like base totals. You don't want her to turn into a Galacti, but what she enables is you to draw your Galacti. I'm going to play out a Gwenpool, just a Gwenpool right now. If it hits, again, this is now a 1-3. We saw last game how unlucky I got. I didn't get a single hit. Now it's technically a 2-3 because even procs onto our Maverick will end up onto our zombie Galacti. Beautiful. I can't ask for better than that. Mobius is a little annoying, but I think we're fine with it. We get the draw again. And now we are going to play out a Maverick, a Wingbeat, and a Forge. Oh no, I snapped. They're going to leave. I was going to say this is like a guaranteed free win for us, but then I snapped, and it probably is still a free win, but wow, they're staying. That's crazy because we know they hit Mobius on their Ascani. They're not even high rolling at all. Moon Girl comes down now. They could be trying to like us, but I don't think that wins. Not with Wakanda down. Not with us turning our cheap guys into big guys. So we are just going to get a 20 power zombie Galacti and go from there. Eliath comes down. That's crazy. And Victoria hand. I think do we still win? I think we do. 22. We still win. We take away 4 cubes. I will 100% take that any day of the week. That's a nuts Iron Patriot pool, though. Makes sense why they stayed. Interesting. I could have won if I put it in middle as well. Next up, we got Sloan running the ladder of Pixel Alliance mates that are quite up there in terms of rank. We're just going to drop a Martyr into a Surge, into a Viv Vision on top of the Martyr lane so we can get some draw built up. Crown City, that does make it a little bit harder for us to win our Martyr location, but not impossible. Honestly, whatever Surge hits, it probably doesn't really matter. We're not going to be playing it out this turn. Yeah, like a cost Wingbeat is really good, but not when you're going to hit it on a Nico Minoru or a Gwenpool. So here comes Viv Vision. They're going to get the discount, which will let them blow our cards up. Pretty scary. But we do get to do something like this now. We get to play Magik. We get to play a Nico copy. And honestly, we probably hold. I know it sounds crazy, but we could either get, or we could play out Wingbeat now, which will, maybe the move. Maybe we Wingbeat now. It'll get us a Surge proc. It'll get us another Wingbeat in hand versus Gwenpool now. I think that's chill. I think this snap is going to be, I'm going to blow up your cards on this turn, which will be a 3+1 more than likely, or it could be a 2+1+1. Alright, it's not, but it is. I'm copying the Gambit, and I'm going to copy it again, and I'm going to activate it early. Very scary. They could wipe out our board before we're able to zombie Galacti, but hopefully with getting this Surge discount, with having an extra Wingbeat in hand to maybe get a Wingbeat discount, hopefully we're able to pop our zombie Galacti earlier than the final turn of the game. Yeah, unfortunate with the Gwenpool, which is just going to hit Forge, great at all. Not going to let us do what we want to do with popping an early Galacti. Valentina comes down, and a Shuri, which is created, so these Gambits are both going to trigger. The next Gambit they play will also trigger, sort of a 1, and gets rid of a 4. So let's see, we lost 1, 2 Galacti targets. There's the Galacti, but we're going to lose some more Galacti targets on this following turn, which does suck. Here comes another Gambit. Galactus first steps. That's going to be like impossible to beat. Oh, we do get to... Okay, it's not totally over. Nah, it is totally over. We just didn't get the buffs onto the card we needed. Had the Gwenpool. Like, imagine last turn, instead of drawing Forge, we drew Gwenpool. It would be beautiful. But we're going to have to leave this one. Alright, let's see if we can get a good game to finish off on. We're going against Dan. I don't know how you say that. I played them in a previous deck video. which is pretty cool. We see a lot of recurring faces on these recordings. I'm actually just going to drop a Surge in the middle lane. There's no rhyme or reason to that. Crystal's actually kind of a cool Camp Lehigh pool. Next turn for us could look something like a Majestic Wingbeat for free, plus a Crystal to draw a card. That would be beautiful. Also, highly unlikely, but would be beautiful nonetheless. Sinister London. Okay, we're having to do Viv Vision Martyr. We're going to heavy contest their Iron Patriot. Ideally, deny it, and then we're going to start buffing up our hand. I kind of duplicate, say, the Viv, but I don't want to run the risk of clogging myself out when I could be duplicating stuff like the Gwenpool, stuff like the Forge, stuff like Maverick or a Wingbeat. Mirage is going to get our Forge, but they're not getting an Iron Patriot discount. We're getting a Surge discount, and we're getting a Viv Vision proc starting now, which they have to fill that lane if they want to counter. They get our Galacti, but we get their Moon Girl. I'd say we're probably favored in this one. Yeah, honestly, just going to do a double Gwenpool right now. I don't think our hand's going to get any smaller, especially if we do something like a Crystal next turn. Well, Crystal pairs really well. Do Crystal plus Forge. Very strong play. Boom, 2 on the Galacti, beautiful. That's making up for the bad luck we had earlier. They do choose to fill up the location to block the Viv line, which I think was probably a wrong choice, if I had to guess. We're going to play out a Crystal and a Forge, and then not have enough energy to Galacti? No, that's terrible. Yeah, we did Superior Spider-Man or Magik or Wingbeat. I didn't even think about that, so I should have probably Crystaled on the last turn. Interesting. But I think we're still going to win off the back of being able to play like a Moon Girl in the Sinister London. Crystal's going to be a lot of points. Like, we're just stacking stats off this double Gwenpool and off these Viv Vision procs. They have a double Forge coming down into double Mobius. Doesn't matter, we're not really banking on any cost reduction regardless. We're just going to play out a Moon Girl and a Nico Minoru, and I think we just win. Like, we don't have any way to get our Galacti out, but we're just going to go over the top on points. We're going to play a 13 power Moon Girl right, which will go into the middle. We'll go up to 18 middle, 26 left, and 35 right? I think that should just win. I will say, with us not turning things into Galacti, we could be a little bit weak to say a Gambit, but I don't know if they have enough created cards. We'll see. There's the Gambit, and is it another one? No, it's Diamondback. Okay, that triggered 2 Gambits, so we could definitely lose here. But they would need to get very lucky, and they, in fact, do not get lucky. We will take the dub to round out that video.